Citation Machine is a great resource when we want to create different citations, for example, in APA, MLA, and other formats. When you go to the website called citationmachine.net, it'll bring you to this page. When you first navigate this page, it seems like it's really busy, but it'll be pretty straightforward once we get through the step-by-step process. You'll see that there are two options right now where it says create citations on the left, and then another option called check your paper, which scans your paper for plagiarism and grammar errors. In this case, we want to create citations, so let's just click right into create citations. It is going to ask you what type of source you are citing. Three options right now that they are offering is website, book, journal. And if there are other types of sources that you want to cite, you might click more and go through the list. Perhaps you want to cite a photo, so I would type photo and it will pop right in. All you need to do is just click and it should go to the next page. So for this demonstration, we're going to learn how to cite a website using Citation Machine. I'm going to click on website. Then it's going to ask you for the URL of the website. I'm going to go to the website right now, copy paste the link, put it right into the search bar, and Citation Machine will be searching for your source and it'll pop up the first result. Sometimes it may pop up more than one result, so you do need to check which one is actually the right one. And there are times that they might not have a result and you would have to actually create a manual citation. So in this case, I'm going to click cite here because I know that this is the website. So now it's reviewing the information. Here's what they've found: the article title, the URL, the website title is Venngage, date access was today, and the date published was actually February 24th, 2021. I will then click continue. Now it's going to bring you to a page called Finalize Website Details. You would have to double check all the information that Citation Machine has found. Sometimes the information that they filled in might be wrong. For example, here it says last name is about Midori Nediger, and the second author, they're saying that the first name is about Midori, last is Nediger. So we do need to edit this. I'm going to delete it. We don't have two authors, so I will only put in the first one. I'm going to go back to the website and find out who the author is. So under the title, it looks like it is by Midori Nediger. So I will put in that information. Midori as first name, last name as Nediger. So now that is good. We're going to go down and double check the URL. The URL is correct. The electronically published, it's the 24th of February 2021. However, right now, when you actually go to the website, it says that it is completed in June 25, 2020. So I'll make sure I change that date, 25. It was June, so let me put that in, then 2020. So all the information should be correct. Right now you'll see that there is a star area. It means that something is missing, but because it's only one author, we only need to actually put it on the first line. In other cases, if you know there are more than one author, you need to include it. Maybe there's two or more authors, then you can actually click on add another contributor and you will be able to add the author in. I'd like you to focus on the star symbol. You'll notice that when you come to this page, there will be some boxes that will have the star symbol. In this case, we have it in the author. What that star symbol means is that up top here it says, add in any information you have below. The star boxes are strongly suggested. So you have to make sure that you provide the information in the start boxes because that will create a more complete citation and more proper citation in APA. Now that I've checked that all the information is in, I'm going to click Complete Citation. And Citation Machine will create the citation for me. Sometimes they may just ask you to watch a commercial because it is a free resource. They make money out of playing commercials. So just click watch the commercial, and then once it's done, it'll populate into your citation list. Right now I've created other citations from before. The one that we want is Netiger. So if you notice, you'll be able to actually click on the citation form that you want. So there are many of them. In this case, we do want to have it in APA. You may go to APA 6 or APA 7. You can then click on Copy Citation, and it should be copied into your computer. Once copied, I will make sure I open a Google document or any document that I can paste the citation in. So that way I make sure it's saved and I won't lose it. Even though this site is free, there are moments where the references may be deleted since it's not an account that I've signed in. So make sure that you do save your citation every time you create one. You also have an option to copy in-text citation. So if you go right in, it will create the citation for you. Right now, the and Netiger is not correct, so I will definitely delete that because it should be the last name only, comma, 2020, which is the date that this article has been created. So if I'm happy with this in-text citation, I will just copy and I'll go back to my Google Doc to just copy the in-text citation for future reference. Or in the future, you don't even have to copy the in-text citation because you know that the format is always parentheses, last name, comma, space, the date it was created, which was 2020, parentheses. Another option that you can save all your citations is you could copy all, which means it'll copy every single citation here. If I just click that and then go to my Google document to paste, all of it will be pasted. You can also export all, so if we click that, it can export into a Microsoft Word file, and if you click export, it will download all the references as a Word file. Once opened, it will basically create the references list in the proper format. If you notice, it basically will organize all your resources in alphabetical order, which is the proper way of organizing your citations and references. And it will also indent the second line after the first, which is the proper format in APA as well. So it does it properly. Instead, if I were to copy it in my Google Docs, it doesn't actually create the proper format, and I would have to do it by myself until it's done properly. So I would have to manually do it instead of it being done automatically by Citation Machine. For the second part of this tutorial, we're going to learn how to cite photos. Many of us, when we do research or create posters, we take photos from Google and we just copy and paste it. But we have to make sure that we create a list of references just for images as well. So in Citation Machine, as I've mentioned before, you can type in photo and click on it, and it'll bring you to the details that it's asking for. Once you're in the finalized photo details page, I'd like you to notice that there are 4 tabs: Scene, Imprint, Website, and Online Database. For the most part, we will be taking photos from a website or the imprint. Let's go to the website option. When you go to the website option, you'll see that you will need to include a photo title, where's the collection, the museum, perhaps the city, the date created. And as for contributors, there are different positions that you can select. There are situations where you might not find out who the photographer is, so you would change it to the source author, editor, compiler, or translator. Next, they are requesting that you provide the website link as well, when it was published and when did you access this website. We will do a photo citation example. So I've gone to Google to search for a campfire picture, and let's say I like the first picture presented. I'm going straight to the website that has this picture, and it'll take me to the web page. Right now we can only see who it's written by, which is Connor Fitzgerald, and the picture that I want is the first one, but we actually don't know who the photographer is nor the date that this was published. So let's go back to the citation machine and fill in the required information. So I'm going to click the website tab because I am taking the image from a website. I'll call this photo campfire. Then I will go down to contributors and change it to source author because that's the only information we have. And going back to the website, the source author is Connor Fitzgerald. First name Connor, last name Fitzgerald. Now I'm going to copy paste the URL, then the electronically publish. We do not know that information, so one thing I do is I just take the year that I actually looked at this image, and sometimes I would reference the copyright that they have as well. Since it says 2021, I'll just put in 2021 here. And date accessed, I will click right here, use today's date, and it would automatically populate the date. I'm happy with this citation, so I'll complete citation. Once the citation is completed for the photo, I'm going to copy it, go back to my Word file, and this time I'll create a figure list. And this list is mainly for images. I'm going to paste my citation, and there you go. For reports and projects, it's good to separate your references. So here we have a list of references and a figure list. Under references, this is where you will put all the citations for the websites, books, or journal articles that you reference to actually write your report. And then for figure list, that's only images that you've taken from books, websites, or anywhere, and you will put it in this list. For proper APA format, you should make sure that all your references in your list of references and figure list, they should be alphabetically ordered. Right now it's at INSS, and they should also be indented after the first line. So notice after the first reference, the second line is always indented, and if it's longer, such as this one, staff, the second and third, even fourth and so on should always be indented to show that the next reference is a separate one.